What's up, guys? Hope you all are doing well. As many of you know, I've got my first arm wrestling super match coming up on December 14th. So we are getting the diet dialed in for arm wrestling now. So it definitely will be a little bit different than what I have done in the past with strongman. So first thing in the morning, right out of bed, this is what I'm doing. I've got a cup of blueberries. I do like the blueberries to be frozen. I'm kind of weird with my blueberries and my grapes. I do like those frozen, so I pulled those out of the freezer here. I'm gonna have 1 cup of those, and then alongside that, I'm gonna have a protein shake, which will be a whey isolate protein shake using the Persist whey isolate from Undefined Nutrition. Absolutely delicious. So with this, I get 2 scoops of protein, and I do round the scoops just a little bit. So this will be, if they were perfectly level, 48 grams of protein. And since they're a little rounded, I like to think that it's just a touch over 50 grams of protein with the protein shake. So let's get this mixed up here. Just like that. And then we will get the cup of blueberries. So I just have a cup to measure out here. In the bag, just like that. Just throw them in right there. Beautiful. We'll get into it. Blueberries and shake are down. Great start to the day. If you notice behind me, our Christmas tree is up. And yes, it is extremely early. I'm just happy this year we made it past Halloween for the tree to go up. But I'm not mad about it. You see some snow outside, we got the Christmas tree up. So we extend the Christmas season and have fun with it. So we're gonna get rocking with the rest of the day, but that is what I do first thing out of bed. Meal number 2 is second breakfast. If you wanna look at it that way, that's kind of what I say in my head. So with this, I get a protein option, I get a carb option, and then a veggie option. So the way that my diet is written by Nathan Payton is, it is a lot of variety. So I never get bored with my diet, and today I'm gonna show you guys how I can incorporate that variety and how it fits into my life, makes things super easy and convenient. So for my protein option, I'm gonna go with eggs. So I'll have 6 eggs, and then the equivalent of 6 egg whites. Veggie option, I'm gonna go with carrots. So I have 8 baby carrots. And then for my carb option with breakfast, I'm gonna have a sourdough bread. So 3 pieces of this sourdough bread is my serving size. And then I will put a little bit of raspberry spread on the bread to do it. So let's get started here with the eggs. So we got the 6 eggs in the pan there, and now we'll do the egg whites. So it's just under a cup of egg whites. Add some salt to the eggs. While the eggs are cooking, I am going to get the bread toasted. Like I said, I get 3 pieces of sourdough bread, and then I typically, while I am cooking, just eat my 8 carrots. So by the time the eggs are done, carrots are done, bread's done, and I can just jump into eating that. So eggs are done. Get those in the bowl here. Toast is done. So just throw a little bit of just this raspberry spread on here. So we've got that ready to go, but I'm actually gonna take you guys right over here because I'm going to start working on preparing dinner as well. So what this is a brisket. And again, this is one of my protein options that I can have. Last night I trimmed this And got the seasoning on as well, so that looks absolutely beautiful. And I've got the Traeger all warmed up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna get the meat thermometers here. So with these, I'm just gonna put them definitely into the thickest part of the brisket here, so I get a good indication of temperature. So we'll put one kind of right in there. And we'll put, why don't we put another one kind of over here, just on that side. And that should give us a good indication of temperature. So what we're gonna do is actually head out right now and get this on the grill, because this will take a good amount of time. So throwing it on here with breakfast, hopefully it's nice and ready by the time it is time for dinner. So let's get out there and get it on the Traeger. All right, let's get in out of the cold and go eat breakfast now. I'm gonna throw a little bit of hot sauce on the eggs. This, I don't know why I've been liking this lately, but just one of those things. So a little bit of spice, never a bad thing. Meal number 2, second breakfast is done. That was great. Just really enjoy that meal. Eggs I've always loved, so you know, the combination of the eggs and you know, with the sourdough bread is something that I definitely go back to quite a bit. Although I can throw in the variety, this is something that's kind of become a standby for me, just because I enjoy it so much. So we're gonna get rocking, jump into some other stuff here, and get on with the day. We are on the road, actually headed over to Boulder. Roads aren't too bad. I had an opportunity to go over here to Nice Recovery. They've got a couple things to help me with my training and my recovery, and I wanted to jump on this because it's basically the only window that I've got to get this done, and I'm excited about it. So I left the house without any food. We're gonna stop on the road, and I'm gonna show you guys how I can fit my diet into my life, because sometimes this happens. So it's actually a good thing, because typically I would want to leave with a cooler full of food and be ready to go with my meals, but we're gonna make it happen on the road. So we're gonna get over here to Nice Recovery, get that done, and then we're gonna go eat after that. This is awesome.
Oh man, welcome. So this is where all the assembly happens down here. This is the actual, that's the cooling engine there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are big. You look like linebackers.
So show me what to do with it when I train and
Oh, okay. Yeah.
just to make sure it's set.
Yeah. So literally, you know, when it turns on, just make sure.
So just push the button once.
Yeah, we just push the button once. Right when it's yellow like that,
Okay.
it's off target temperature.
Okay.
When it's blue, it's on.
So-
and then during therapy, so pick it up and grab. I just want to see it one more time in your hands.
Yeah.
If you wanna time yourself, you can push this again, and when it starts to do this heartbeat thing, every 30 seconds,
That's what we did. in
it's
the
going to
gym.
vibe
Yeah.
once, right?
Okay.
So at 2 minutes, it vibes 4 times.
Okay.
So if you're talking to somebody and you push the button and you want to take your mind somewhere else,
Sure.
and not think about timing,
Yes.
right? You can, right? And because it'll be like, bzz, 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 and it's like, oh yeah, hey, 2 minutes, or it goes all the way to 5 minutes, right? If
Awesome.
you wanted to therapy that long.
Large XL knee,
Okay.
which would probably work on your arm as well.
Beautiful.
Where else would you tend to kind of ice?
I mean, I think for this right now, that is by far where I'm getting beat up.
Okay.
Is elbow. I mean, mainly forearm elbow.
Let's see how that fits on your forearm elbow. I think this is going to be right for you. How's that?
That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's as
There you go.
I mean, and then it would do the compression and cold and
Yeah.
all
Now, I wonder, Phil, do we have a hand? So this, I think it'll work.
Scoot that down. There we go.
Yeah. I think if we cut off one of your fingers, this will be perfect.
Just get rid of it. All the recovery, man. This is awesome. Great meeting there at Nice Recovery, and now we are stopping at a place called Wahoo's Fish Tacos. So I know that I can get meat, I can get rice here. So we're gonna stay on the diet, but I'm gonna show you guys how I will order that. And then I actually have my food scale with me to measure out the portion of my meat. So we'll stay completely on track, but able to live normal life for sure too. So if I order a carne asada bowl,
Yes,
how much carne asada comes with that?
it's a 3.5 ounces.
3.5. So I'll do, let's do 4 of those.
4 bowls.
Yeah. So I need, so it'd be 7, 14, actually 5.
5.
Yeah.
Anyone with the rice and meat?
So is there a way to order just the meat?
Just the meat? Yeah.
But then I also need rice to go with it. No beans.
Side of rice.
Yep. So is there any sauce I could get with it?
Well, we have some sauce over there. I have a teriyaki sauce.
Beautiful. Let's do teriyaki. Yep. That's perfect, man. Love it. All right, so we got the steak out. This is carne asada, so I just got a bunch of sides of carne asada, the broccoli to go with it, and then this one is the one that has all the rice. So what I've got here that I brought with me is just my food scale. If you notice there, it has the logo, Be Great on it, and these will be coming soon. Definitely very exciting. So what I'm gonna do here, just again to stay on track, the meat should be very close to what I need, but I also brought a Tupperware, and I'm just gonna throw it in there and make sure that I'm staying on track. Probably just gonna put all of this in. So we're good there. We're gonna be a little bit over with the broccoli, which is totally fine. Just under 20 ounces of meat, and obviously the broccoli went in there as well. I'm supposed to have 16 ounces of meat with this meal, and then my portion of rice is supposed to be 2 cups, and that to me looks pretty close to 2 cups of rice there. So we might be slightly off there, or maybe even a touch above with the meat, but that's a good spot to be right now. So I'm really happy to be able to find this on the road, and again, it's just a simple search. I know that this is part of what I can have, and then rice is pretty easy to find most places. So there's a lot of restaurants that would definitely work out in this situation, but this keeps me 100% on track, and I'm sure it's going to be delicious. So let's eat it. So that was absolutely delicious. Very, very pleased with the choice. I think the meat portion felt like it was definitely a few ounces above what I needed. I needed 16 ounces cooked. And again, with the broccoli, that came out to about 20. So, let's just say it was probably realistically more like 17 or 18, which is a big portion because that's a cooked weight. And typically meat will lose a little bit in the cooking process, but overall very, very satisfied with that, and happy we stopped, and happy I'm on track. So we're gonna get out of here and head back home. So we are back to check on the brisket. The internal temperature has reached 160 degrees, and it is looking gorgeous. So what I am going to do now is try to get that brisket on top of this foil, and we will add some beef broth to this, And then the rest of the cooking will actually be done with it in the foil. That looks great. This is just a beef bone broth is what we're gonna add here. We'll probably not use this whole container, but I like to get it where you can kind of see that it's sitting in plenty of broth. So right there's probably really good. Wrap it back together here, like this. Kind of fold it all up. So the thermometers do stay in with this, just so I can monitor the temperature as we go. Well, that worked out beautifully. So we'll put them back in right there. And we will crank it back up and let it finish cooking. Be done in a few more hours now. So this is, it's always a process with cooking these, but man, when they are done, totally worth it. So that's gonna finish up nice, and that will be for dinner. But right now we've got to go in and get another meal in before dinner. So meal number 4, I get a protein, I get a fruit, and I get a veggie. So we're gonna go trifecta, grass-fed bison, green beans, and then I'm going to do grapes. So I get 1 cup of green beans, 20 grapes, 12 ounces of bison. So what I like to do with the bison, when I can, and when I'm not in a super rush, I like to throw it on the stovetop and just cook it, instead of putting it in the microwave. So again, this is time dependent, but I'll take it and just cut it up into the pan here and warm it up on the stovetop. In this pack is 1 pound of bison split into 4 separate patties. So 16 ounces, 1 pound, I get 12 ounces. So what I'm going to do is just go with 3 patties because these come in at 4 ounces a piece. So this is just heating this up. Again, they're already pre-cooked, already ready to go. I just like the way they taste on the stovetop. So we'll get these warmed up, and then to warm up the green beans, I actually like to throw them in just with the bison too. So it's one cup, so this is more than 1 cup. So I know I've measured those out plenty of times, so I am 1 cup there. Super fast prep with this one. You know, again, the trifecta is a lifesaver because it's already pre-cooked, so I don't have to worry about cooking it. So I'll just grab a bowl and throw it in there. And the grapes are frozen. Something, you know, I know I mentioned that earlier with the blueberries. If you haven't tried frozen grapes, you are missing out, I promise you, because frozen grapes are next level. So I get 20 grapes. Good. Cool. So 20 grapes, trifecta, and I'll just grab a little bit of water to wash it down. All right, guys, that meal went down really, really easy. Definitely a standby. The trifecta meat is something I normally eat with a lot of my meals. I'm trying to show you guys a little bit more variety today, but that's definitely a standby. Frozen grapes, one of my go-to options. It's like a dessert with this meal. So good. Like I said, if you haven't tried frozen grapes, give it a shot because I think you will absolutely love it. So very, very happy with that. We're gonna see how the brisket is doing. That will be the next meal, and I'm definitely excited for that. Time for dinner. So dinner is going to be the brisket, but to go alongside it, I'm gonna go with the potato option. These are sweet potato fries. They are organic, and I'm gonna cook them here in the air fryer. I'm gonna just cut them open, just like that. Beautiful. A little bit of salt. Super simple, super easy. Just turn it on here. We are cooking. Now let's go take a look at the brisket. So just walking out here, the smell is absolutely incredible. which is super exciting. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So we're gonna utilize our pan here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Very excited to get this unwrapped. It's like a wrapped present right now. It's ready to rock and roll. Look at that. All right. So we'll let that rest for just a couple minutes here. Normally I would maybe let it rest a little bit longer, but I'm starving, so it's not going to rest very long before it's going to be eaten. So you can tell all of that broth there is what it's just been simmering in and smoking in. So yeah, that's good. Let's see what we got. Wants to fall apart. So with this, I get 16 ounces. That looks awesome. I'm gonna get it here. It just wants to fall apart. Look at that. Oh. A little bit too much. So sad. It's so sad to see some of it go back. So this is the final piece. So with this, protein is the brisket, carb is obviously the sweet potato fries, and the vegetable is green beans. So I'm just gonna heat these up real quick. And then I think the fries are almost done, so we'll be good to go. So while we're waiting for the fries to finish up, if you're curious where this new shirt is from, front and back, it just dropped on shawstrength.com, link below the video, with all of the other shirts we just dropped as well. Really appreciate the support, guys. Rock and roll. These are done. Green beans are warm now. So this is my next meal right there. All right, guys, that is dinner officially done. Brisket was good, not my best ever, but I'm also very critical of myself. So it was a little bit dry, but that's all right. It was still delicious. Green beans, sweet potato fries down the hatch, and now I've just got a shake and some more blueberries coming up, and that'll be my snack before bed. So definitely, you know, a bigger volume of food, as you can see, and especially with the 16-ounce portion sizes after cooking, you know, that really comes out to probably more like 1.5 pounds, if not even a little bit more pre-cooking weight. So it's a large quantity of meat, definitely in lunch and dinner, and you know, that's something with this diet that I've definitely been having to adjust to a little bit more, because it's a bigger portion than I have been eating. But you know, again, Nathan threw it out there for a reason, and we're trying to maximize performance, and we're performance eating. So we're gonna wrap this up, and then last one, like I said, will be the shake and the blueberries. All right, guys, we are on to the final meal of the day, and again, I'm having a shake and blueberries. This time I'm using the collagen peptides from Undefined Nutrition. This is to aid and assist with my joint inflammation and recovery. Same thing here, this is for inflammation. So really centered around the arm wrestling. This is a milk chocolate truffle, absolutely delicious. So I'm going to go 2 scoops here. 1 and 2. Just like that. So I've got my mixer here, and if you notice on there, has the Shaw Strength logo and Be Great. Another really cool product. So this is super powerful. I know that some of these things, very underpowered, don't work very well, but check this out when it comes to the power of this. It's wild, like almost spill it out of the cup. But that mixes, the collagen mixes really easily, so super powerful there. And then another cup of blueberries, just like that. They are frozen. I like them much better that way. So grapes and blueberries, that's apparently my frozen thing. So I've got my collagen shake, frozen blueberries. That is how I wrap up the day. That's right now the full day of eating leading up to arm wrestling. So you can see throughout the day a lot of different variety. I tried to show you guys on the go, cooking, and I can throw anything in between, and there's a lot of options that Nathan Payton has put on my diet that I can plug in. So I could grab things to go if I've got meetings, whatever. So I'm 100% gonna stay on my diet, stay on track, and that is exactly what I need right now. So we're building up, we're getting better. Body weight, I feel like, is climbing a little bit going into this this first arm wrestling super match. So I'm not upset about that. I haven't hopped on the scale. I don't know exactly where I am, but I feel like I am putting on a little bit of weight with all the training. So not a bad thing. Power is definitely going up, and I'm gonna put that on display in December as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you're all doing amazing. For now, go out and be great. We'll check you guys later.